I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight.
Rolo. Meet me at the treehouse tonight.
Have you seen the new kid around yet?
New kid?
Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in Perennial Harvest. And the other is working for Eris Valentine.
Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about.
Oh, that's wonderful.
This calls for a celebration. Luka, you must join us for dinner tonight. I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon. Looks like there's a storm brewing. Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? See you and Rolo at the festival? Sounds good. Luka, don't let the universe jerk you around. Something tells me Rolo's not gonna like it. Catch up with Rolo. Ah! Done. Hey Dawn, tracking down a lead?
You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament.
Peculiar? How?
He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions.
Like what?
The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer.
Solomon?
Bingo.
So Eris was forced to take care of him?
Yep, or she would have lost everything.
Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid?
Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats.
That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out?
A good reporter never reveals her source, Luka.
Ooh, glowing mushrooms. I better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. I must explore every nook and cranny. Hey, she's still here. He met his old friend's eyes. I was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens, this is no time for fractured friendships. Uh-oh. That doesn't bode well. Oh god. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. Stormset is back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I wasn't aware that your job involved deciding things. We were all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good. Then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. That is a toxic business place. Rolo, are you still up there? I'm sorry. Rolo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luka had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rolo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luka. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, the storm rolled in out of nowhere, and I got stuck after dinner at Beck's house.
Luka stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made a new friend. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rolo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. Okay, it's a little dramatic. What does that even mean?
Luka became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word. 'Cause that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your grand doesn't even care. Oh, okay. I don't care how big of a fight you're in. That it was a low blow. You could stay out as late as you want. And you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rolo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
I think you're both bad friends. Well, I think you are both having a bad friend moment. You need to get over yourselves. Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luka. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Well, at least my Pa is still... Rolo. That was uncalled for.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line.
Yeah, you crossed a line. You crossed a real fucking big last line. You crossed a cavern. You crossed across the Grand Canyon. That was how big of a jump you made.
But it was too late.
Luka, Good night, Rolo. Dang it. Am I just gonna be forced to go to bed? If Rolo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it.
Luka dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
What a jerk. Call me a bad friend. Ooh, I'm Rolo. Look at me and my amazing family. Am I supposed to kick this somewhere? I'm gonna kick you down the stairs. I won't go down the stairs. I guess I'm just never supposed to make any new friends. Aww.
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luka, are you alright?
I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet.
Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've gotta run out and take care of some things.
Okay,
I'll be back later to check in.
sure.
Luka just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
What was he waiting for? If, he wasn't actually gonna do anything. I bet Rolo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable.
Luka dozed off again.
Luka, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal.
Wasn't hungry.
Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here.
Thanks.
Rolo came by.
What did he say?
He wanted to talk to you.
What did you say?
I told him you weren't feeling well. So your plan is just sit in your room all day?
Pretty much.
Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good.
Noted.
Luka still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rolo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
It's always scarier to confront it. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Get all the way up there. Oh, like that.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic. Luka carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rolo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rolo cherished it, but asked that Luka keep it at his house. Luka wasn't sure if it was because Rolo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luka's more often. Whatever the reason, Luka didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rolo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luka lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luka?
Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Moodwill. She said you met yesterday.
What did she say? Is she here?
She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today.
Oh,
She seems nice.
yeah.
You had a fight with Rolo, didn't you? Can I come in?
Maybe later.
All right, then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luka had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luka stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source. Luka's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luka held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luka peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luka could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luka leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luka's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luka's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luka staggered back. You aren't me. Luka felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luka watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luka watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luka felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luka woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom?
No, dear. Only Grant.
Luka rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Anything you want to talk about?
I don't feel like talking.
That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rolo fought about doesn't matter.
But he...
Gran silenced Luka with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other.
But he said stuff about Dad.
Well, do you think he meant it?
No. He was just mad.
And did you mean any of the things you said to him?
No.
Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments, and accept them in their worst. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you?
I guess not.
Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Luka gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize.
But he's the one that...
What did I just say?
Buy him a corn dog.
Dad's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch.
Alright.
I love you, Luka.
Love you too.
Luka took a deep breath. Chapter 6. Through Thick and Thin. Despite Luka's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rolo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luka emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rolo.
Good. Find Rolo. Okay. Found Roxy first. Luka. Rolo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luka. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luka looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it.
Well said, Roxy.
I missed what that said. A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere. Mission control? I'm gonna think it's mission control. Oh, look at everyone. Yeah, I want to talk to people. How goes the beetle hunt?
Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so many And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left.
I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I don't think that's it. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, break a leg. Give me the gift something. I missed it. Can I talk to you? I can't talk to Mr. Clipboard, man. Oh, I can talk to this one. Why is the music sped up? Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. Oh, I have a bad feeling about it. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart, and weather's still cruddy, and this season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last.
You said it.
No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that.
Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty.
Fits.
I'm still gonna be mad at them. But I'd rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all.
Fair point.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright? Yeah, I'm still not gonna try his voice. Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know. I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luka with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Ha ha ha, every single time.
Yup.
Wait for it.
Unexplained sound once again noted.
Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Haha.
Ain't moving. That's fair. Let's go look at mission control. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr's giving his big speech, they're gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition. As long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm shoo-in. Good luck. Shoo-in. Okay, he was not in mission control. Wait. Maybe? Nope, not in mission control. A most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest. I had my doubts about the perennial festival, or perennial harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. Oh, I can't speak to her. That sucks. Piper? You're actually taking a break from studying?
I wanted to see what all the festival fuss was about.
But I can't help but notice. You still brought your backpack full of books?
Luka, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books.
True. So what you got in there?
Books.
I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Oh, safety suit? You mean like a hazmat suit? Good. Now will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of... it was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it was good for the family. I don't trust her. Are you still working? Man, you guys work every single day. Hiya, Luka. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Zariel became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. Wait, who's Griffin? There's so many different characters. Am I forgetting someone? Up at Dawn Newsstand. I didn't even notice the title.
I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for?
The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons.
Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor?
A special guest? Who?
I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal.
Is his name Griffin? Is that why I was asked how Griffin was?
Luka, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that.
Wow, yeah, I didn't know that. What's that mean?
It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations.
Okay, that's great.
Census taking, emergency services. Hey, Luka. So you're done at the library?
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Is my dream coming true? Am I about to see my doppelganger?
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Oh, that's Griffin. Oh. Okay. Am I about to see my doppelganger? The library, somewhere quiet. Yeah, that was totally my first guess.
Hey, Luka.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle.
The first.
Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you?
Rolo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
Ahem. On planet Farpool, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luka eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you?
No, it's okay. Let me figure it out.
Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hit, the offer still stands.
Luka grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Once you've got the book, you can bring it here. Oh, you can either bring it here to me, or just grab a different one. Ah, you found it.
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luka's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luka clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rolo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it.
Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash.
Oh, Rolo.
Now let's see.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a grift.
He continued flipping.
Only found in
Griffin?
grub.
Cart. Grift in grub cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it.
Grift in grub cart. Griffin cup part cup something. Griffin. Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Sure.
Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then? Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt.
Thanks, Kato. I shall go to the snack stand. I was already at the snack stand. But that's okay, I guess. Oh, I get it. I was talking to all of them backwards. Hey, Griffin. Did Rolo come?
Before Luka could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it?
Bought and paid for. Enjoy.
I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luka shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck, it's cold. Oh, yeah, it's been sitting there for a while.
Rolo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's
Luka
just...
tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the step.
Luka finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. I already went there, I just went in reverse order on accident. There you are, Luka. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rolo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings, your final task of friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. Let me guess, it's the rocket ship. Oh, it's a balloon. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said. But here, you've earned this.
Rolo sheepishly handed Luka the balloons.
Cute. Flight. We have 4 more badges, which means that there's gonna be several more paths to go down. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all of this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luka, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened, with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rolo, still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Luka. I'm so sorry. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luka threw himself at Rolo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Rolo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom.
Snoop where?
We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down?
What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us.
Really?
Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day.
You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable.
That sounds perfect. Whee! Hey, Roxy, I found your brother.
Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rolo handed Luka an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now.
A letter?
Luka, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luka folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about?
Maybe later.
Sure, whenever you want.
You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize.
I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me.
Rolo.
Luka was at a loss for words. But that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice?
We can still go.
Nah, this is fine.
Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that?
Aw, man, we missed the fireworks.
It was not fireworks.
It didn't sound like fireworks.
It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
Corporation. Huh?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill.
I'm sorry, hold up. What just happened? How?
Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it.
Yeah, I got 4 more badges that I have to figure out what to do with now.
We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that...
Until we find the one that fits. Okay, so it looks like it branches off here. Which I knew about because it asked a couple of different things. This one's done, this one's done. We have another option here. Oh, okay, so we only have 2 options so far. So we have the one with Beck and then the one with Iggy. So I think that's where I'm gonna call it for today. This game is really interesting. I'm curious to see if all of the badges actually do get accounted for. Because I kept feeling like some of them were missing, but maybe they'll come up later. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your week, whatever, and I will see you all next time. Bye!